Escape Room Horror Stories. According to Reddit. Number 16. The second time I went to an escape room, the owner told me that once a group decides to smash all the locks because they found the hammer on which a clue was written, they had to replace all of the locks, and now it's a toy hammer. I'd like to say that those people were morons, but when we found it, we had the same idea, and we discussed it in our group. So, I'm realizing now I may have branded this list incorrectly, because the question being asked is escape room workers, what's the most absurd thing that the players have done? So these are horror stories, but more so for the staff of escape rooms. So there you go. There you go. So number 15, with a better understanding. I went to one of these where there were 3 identical rooms and teams competed at the same time. If you finished, you would then get to watch and listen to the other teams. Our team did pretty well, and we got to watch the other teams try to complete it. Anyway, there was this one with a lock, which was a number combination, and you solved it by finding some music sheet in a book. It had 5 notes on it, which corresponded to the numbers. The piece was entitled The Key, or something similar, so you knew that you needed it for the lock. This other team, instead of converting those numbers, put into the combination, chanted the 5-note tune at the lock. Well, they tried. When it did not work, they tried it again, and then someone else tried. This went on for 10 minutes and got louder and louder. Eventually, the game master stepped in and told them it was not going to work. Apparently, they were the only team ever to do that. Oh boy. It's funny because I want to say the age we live in now, we're used to... Let me put it to you like this. I remember when Apple first burst onto the scene, one of the things that they did, and I don't want to use the term revolutionize, but that's effectively what they did as far as innovation with interfaces, because the computer, or the PC would be able to do what you need it to do, but it wasn't the type of thing that you could perhaps just glance at and understand. So to give you an understanding of what I'm trying to say, on a PC, if you wanted to run an app that would take a picture of you, you might have to type in /camera.exe. But on an Apple computer back in the day, it might just have a picture of a fucking camera, and then you could just click that, and you'd understand that it would open up a camera app. Do you know what I mean? One of those interfaces is better than the other. I'm not an Apple fanboy, but I'll say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day where you could learn to work and play by just fucking glancing at what the hell you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? You gotta listen to your heart. Listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and make things better by working together. It's a simple message and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself, because Gushers wouldn't be who they are without the black community. You understand? So when we move forward, man, to number 14, a group came in that disassembled some What the fuck? Yeah, I got tools to do that.
Hey guys, I brought this screwdriver, so it's all good.
This needs a flathead.
Well, you guys are in luck, man.
Wait a minute. A group came in and disassembled the furniture, a bed and a desk, and ripped up some wallpaper off the walls? They also pulled the heads off of some stuffed animals. Just wreck everything in this fucking room. It's funny because you know somebody is gonna do that. These poor people staffed at these rooms. But then again, you know, no matter what it is, you know somebody's gonna be like, it's inside this. It's inside this. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, everybody. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Boy, I'm going to have to switch my settings back because YouTube does not play nice with the NVIDIA encoder. No matter what I do. Let me step it down to 500k BPS as well. And tell it not to look ahead. Because when I tell it to do that, it freaks every time. And it's given me this orange bar instead of a green bar, which is what you want to see. Don't know what to say. That aside, we're continuing up. Hello to Linda, to Austin, Chrissy B. Chrissy B says, I was just watching that lame-ass PC showcase from earlier. Here's the thing, man. They didn't even bring it in the motherfucking trailer department. It'd be one thing if that PC game show was just framed poorly, like the structure of it sucked, because they felt it needed to have mad skits and people making jokes and, oh, look at all of these dumbass things that we've written. Kiss my ass. But the trailers for the games were also crap as well. Straight mobile games, straight Civilization ripoffs, straight fucking Minecraft looking games where you can chop a tree down and now you can build a fucking house. You can also make ramps like in this one other game that's kind of popular and has been for the last couple of years. Kill me. Kill me, dude. Make something new. Kill me. Dia was showing me that one dinosaur game they showed on the PlayStation show. One of the dudes had actually posted CP on Kotaku. And here's my fun part. When I looked that up on Twitter, you can't make this up. Somebody was like,
If they apologize for it, I will forgive them.
bitch, wow. You know? Wow, dude. Wow. As we continue to number 13, though, okay? I don't know. No, this person says, I don't work at an escape room, but my coworker went to one last year, and his story is hilarious. He's a really serious guy from Boston and got talked into going with one of his wife and a few old friends that had come down for a vacation. He said as soon as they walked into the room, they saw a broom and it looked completely out of place. So he grabbed it. He thought that they needed it at some point, and they made it out of the first room. Bro, tell me somebody just left the broom in there. I'm loving this. Like they went in to sweep up or something. They make it out of the first room. They go to the second room and he still got the broom. He swears it's just too out of place to not be part of the puzzle at some point. They make it through the second room. The third room, they get stuck. They're reading the clues over and over, and he gets fixated on the broom while everyone else is searching the room. He looks over and over, checking, handle, marking, blah, 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 and checking the bristles. Did he try to ride it like a wizard? I would have tried that. Time's running out, and they're arguing, and his wife at some point, time's running out, and he's arguing with his wife at this point that the blue must be the final clue. Time runs up. Bitch, what? Where we come from, time runs out, bitch. All right? The fuck you mean? Time is either up or it runs out. It doesn't run up. Hold up. They walk out and the crew is just dying laughing at him. Someone left the broom in there by mistake, nothing more. He carried that damn broom for 3 rooms. He got a good laugh about it later. He was embarrassed at the time. It was a great story that he told the next morning at work. Why they had to do this to him? Why they had to do that to him? He was right. his logic was fucking correct in that broom didn't belong in there. Somebody bitch ass went in there and was like, all right. Look like I'm done cleaning it here. Just leave these things. Shit. Number 12, boy. One time a group was trying to figure out the code. One time a group was trying to figure out the code to a locked compartment. So this huge guy in the group decided that he considered this a waste of time and tried to rip off the compartment door with his bare hands. He was almost successful with his fat ass, I'm sorry, but we stopped him before he could do further damage to the door. He didn't understand what was wrong. Another one You saw the word handcuffed and you were about to turn it into handicapped, and you're not even on that word. Another one happened where a group were handcuffed and they couldn't find the key. The game master was trying to give them clues to find the key, but they still couldn't find it. So one group member thought it was best to use his leg. There was a table in the room. It had some items on it. He proceeded to knock all the items over with one kick, and the group did not win. Huh. I probably would have tried the table. Hey guys, check it out, long legs. Oh my god, what the fuck? And the table comes over. Hey guys, was it on the table? No, but you hit Mitch. Fuck Mitch. I don't even know why he's here, handcuffed to Mitch like a nightmare. This could only be worse if I was handcuffed to another Mitch. Ugh. Bradley, Seraphin, Stripes, Pandaren, Linda, Squiggy, and Ricky. It's nice to see all of you. I am beyond exhausted. You know, I went out and did some lawn work and it changed me as a person. You guys will never know what that's like. It changed me. Number 11. At an escape room near me, they had a group of lads on a stag do. This is a really ignorant and stupid way that British people refer to bachelor parties. But I'm pretty sure that they don't need to be bachelors to go on a stag do. It can just be a thing that abruptly happens in the course of many of these adult bastards' lives. These guys got very drunk, and during the escape room, thought that they could escape via the sewers. They managed to rip out the manhole cover, which was bolted down into the concrete. The cover is now permanently broken, as it's too expensive to fix, they said. They advised us to not escape via the sewers. You know, they could have had a pretty badass, like, Stephen King fucking adventure down there. Or they could have just found a murderer and gotten killed, but who's to say whether or not that's still not technically a Stephen King adventure? Do you get what I'm saying? Somebody finds those bodies 30 years from now, and, you know, the story continues. The story continues. That's part 2 in the movie. See what I'm saying? Part 1 is like them, you know, oh, we're just in an escape room. And maybe the killer has puns and shit. Looks like you guys all escaped all right. Wait, how do you know where we came from? How do you know about this? Shing! And that's the noise that the blade makes for some reason. You know, he doesn't even have a sheath. He kind of just whips it through the air and it makes shing noises. It's nuts. Maybe the blade is haunted. Who knows? Some shit like that. Blade floats. Blade is possessed. The blade is actually animating. The guy that's wielding the blade is dead. And the blade is what keeps him alive. Nuts. Crazy, right? You know what I mean? Shit writes itself. Stephen King. Stephen Kang. I'm a Kang. Gushers made me this way. And in the epilogue of the book, I put Gushers thanks. Thank you to Gushers, because I wouldn't be who I was without Gushers, and Gushers wouldn't be who they were without me at the end of the day. Squiggy says, I feel like they shouldn't allow intoxicated people in escape rooms. They shouldn't allow drunk people to do a lot of things. They could drive a fucking car, get off with just taking some classes at the end of it. But if they catch you with some weed, motherfucker, you're going to jail. You're going to the big house. for a long time, baby. Don't let me catch you with that plant that someone grew, because you're going to jail, motherfucker. Schedule 1. This is real shit. Even though it's legal some places, has a lot of medical benefits. If I catch you with this small plant, baby, you're fucked. Now drink alcohol like a normal person, get into a wreck, take this slap on the wrist and take these fucking classes, because I got real criminals to deal with that I caught with some plants earlier, you motherfucker. Don't waste my time drinking. You know what I mean? One day somebody gonna get drunk and fly a plane again. And I mean like drunker than the normal pilots are. I said it. All right. Why you think there's 2 pilots on every plane? To make sure that the other one ain't too drunk. Oh, god damn. Number 10. One of them believed the clue was inside them. You know what I mean? It was inside me all along. Rip me open. As soon as we get in the list. I mean, it's in the escape room. Oh my god. Where's the key? It's in me. I've seen this movie. Frank, please. No, we gotta get out. We gotta get out. The room's filling. The room's filling with what? Gas. The gas, the blade. Ching, ching, ching. You don't see it? Don't you see it? Please, I'm not crazy. You can't see it? Oh my god. Can't you see it? See the blade. The floating blade in the air, man. If somebody was telling you that there's something there that you wouldn't see, would you believe him? I think I believe him just to be safe. Now, I'm not going to give power to a crazy person, but if they say, hey, somebody's coming, something's happening, can't you see it? I'll be like, look, man, maybe you have perception I don't. Let's play safe. Let's be better safe than sorry, you know? I used to be a different kind of person when I was younger, man, but Gushers helped me grow the fuck up, you understand? Squiggy says we could call them... No. Candy says, I guess the real clue was the friends we made along the way. It's not funny. She's not supposed to give Stripes credit. She's probably like rolling around the room, like thinking of me laughing at the thing she said. Great. Well, if it isn't Jade Shaw, it's been a while. I'm glad that everybody's okay, relatively healthy. And I pray that you are all not stressing as I, transcend, as I help you reach another stage in your life. You'll always be able to look back and think to yourself, I remember those dark days, those bad times, the times that I could always look to Kyle and he'd be there. Number 9, all right? The first thing I had to learn working at Escape Room was that everything in the room was inevitably going to be dismantled. They'd pull on it, they'd mess with it in some way, have a screwdriver in the room. Maybe there's a clue in the light switch cover. Black light? Must have to take that completely apart. TV for clues? Shit, we gonna smash that bitch open, unplug it, change the inputs, and anything not nailed down was going to be broken. Well, y'all should know better, okay? Because certainly somebody's gonna see something and think that the clue is in there. Especially when we have this, somebody set the bar with the clue is inside me. My God. My God, that'd be amazing. Could you imagine we go in and there's like some candy on a table and they're like, it's in the candy, we gotta suck it out. We gotta suck out the clue. Oh my God. What if I'm the clue, Stacy? You should suck it out of me. I'm ready, Stacy. You want me to get you a pillow? To kneel on, Stacy. To kneel on. Suck the clue out. Number 8. One guy pissed on the wall thinking that the plaster was snow. You know, it's almost poetic in its simplicity. You thought the wall was snow. How did you come to that conclusion? Did it feel cold to the touch? Who knows, man? Now that's what I'm talking about. Hibbledy Colin Miglin subscribes at last. That's a really terrible fucking attempt. I'm tired of what you offer me. Hibbledy. That's gonna be offensive to somebody. Because everything's offensive to somebody these days. Hey guys, today I had a red Starburst. What? The other flavors aren't good enough? You know how many other flavors of Starburst there were? One day I'm not going to be able to complain about the day that I tried to buy some fruit chews and they were out of the normal flavors, so they gave me like this island variation, which basically had everything but coconut. It was so nasty. Well, let me see the box again. There's like, it's not guava. Kiwi. Oh my god, kiwi and grapefruit. What are you doing?
I like those fruit.
Bruh, that box. Here's how we judge that candy, okay? We judge the candy on how much longer it would take to consume than a normal box. And it's rude to say that because that's how you see how nasty it is. But if we had the normal strawberry and maybe apple and shit like that, you know, dope, cool flavors, all right? The normal flavors. That should have been gone inside like 4 or 5 days maximum. But that shit'll last a couple of weeks. It will be the end of the month and they'll be like, oh, look at these fruit snacks. Somebody will take it out of the box and go, wait a minute, these flavors don't look right. Or maybe they'll even open it up, have two, and go, really? And then they'll have a third one just to make sure that it's nasty. And that'll be that. It'll find its way into a garbage bin where it can, you know, continue its journey into the sewers and find the man who's really dead, but is animated by a blade. That's a kick-ass sounding movie, dude. A blade that had the power to animate a corpse. And what if it's victims? You know, the blade wants to find like the most fit victim. Now that's what I'm talking about. Damn, I guess geckos do rule at the end of the day. Oh, dude, I just remembered a dream that I had where somebody was mad about a gecko on a window and they were trying to blame me for it, but it wasn't my fault. It was that the light was on and at nighttime the little bugs would come onto the window and then the gecko would come and get like easy free meals because they'd be all up against the window and the gecko would just eat them all.
I just want to hear the dream about someone singing like a cover of a song, but you never told me what the song was. A reggae cover of a song.
Oh yeah, man, I was out like a light earlier. My God, that list was bore me. List, everything's a list. Jesus Christ. Can I tell you about a really crazy dream that I had that made me really happy and I thought that all my problems, you know, would just go away? Someone bought something from my wish list and then I woke up. Oh, it's funny. I'm sorry. I couldn't even deliver it. I couldn't even do it.
You really couldn't?
I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
You couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it to him. I was trying to fucking. So, and then I woke up and I just cried. I knew it wasn't real. Oh man, what a jackass. Linda says, we're not just glazing over that one. Even if he did think it was snow, he still knew he was in the room. Inside. Maybe this whole building was made of snow, Linda. Really convincing different color snow. Sometimes it's pretty elaborate. You guys, we're gonna have to pee our way out of this fucking escape room. Pee-scape. You guys have heard of landscape. Squiggy says, my grandma didn't know I was in the cellar. She didn't lock me in on purpose. Back to my movie idea. So the blade, right, animates corpses and uses it as like, I don't know, to convince people that it's actually a guy killing when it's really the blade the whole time. So towards the end of the movie, during the final showdown, when it's like the big reveal to the audience that it's actually the blade, they'll be trying to kick the guy's ass, and maybe the blade even chills and acts like, you know, oh, you vanquished me, as like making the dude just lay down. But at the end, like the blade has like a tiny like eye and it opens up and it's like, you know what I'm talking about? But also it needs to find like the youngest, fittest targets to become its puppet, so to speak. Because it's not going to be like zombie rules where people can just be dead for 1,000,000 years and have superpowers or some shit like that. It needs fresh meat because, otherwise it doesn't have... I mean, the blade is cursed, so I guess it doesn't matter. Doesn't need to follow conventional bing bongs. Whatever. Well, maybe he would want fresh meat to not make it so that the stench people can smell coming from a mile away. Ricky says, Kyle, this is a very off-topic thing, but if you asked a friend someone you can rely on and ask them why aren't they supporting you, and they respond with, so I'm not good enough? What are you dealing with, women? My God. That's where the conversation ends, sweetie. Forgive me. If that's what you're asking me, is like when you speak to if you address a friend and ask them, hey, why aren't you supporting me? You know what I mean? And hopefully that support isn't financial that you're asking for, because that's a hell of a question to just ask out of nowhere. You would need to have basically approached them in the past with, I don't know, basically spelling it out for them that you could use their help or that you could use their shoulder, if only to talk to, whether it's moral support or anything, you know what I mean? And then they would need to, I don't want to say neglect you, but, and hey, we're adults, man. Everybody gets busy. Everybody has their own shit going on. But, hey, if you guys are real friends and you can communicate and be honest with one another, and you feel that you are not being supported, especially if you feel that you are supporting them to an extent, if you're giving more than you're getting, and then telling them that yields the response, oh, so what, I'm not good enough? Bitch, it ain't even worth talking to these people. For real. If that's the response that you get, you might as well put both hands up and go, okay. You know what I mean? Because if they need it explained to them, then in their mind, the likelihood is that they have never seen it from a perspective where they're doing anything other than everything that they should be doing. They may view themselves as the perfect friend, with a saggy titty ass. What the frick? Stripe says, can I write a song about the gecko? He was just living his best life on the window at night with all the light. At the window at night light. Hello to Sophie. As we continue this list, we arrive at number 7. I lifted up all the tiles on the ceiling. No, this person says somebody lifted up all the tiles on the ceiling. I had to wonder exactly what clue brought them to that conclusion. Nothing. Nothing said up, nothing said ceiling or above, yet every single tile was down, and to their credit, piled neatly in a corner. Okay. I feel like some of these escape rooms need to be outfitted with people dismantling and destroying things in mind. My heart goes out to any person who tried to build like their own escape room and left like things that were valuable in there, thinking that, oh, well, nobody would come in here and just break it or try to take it or ruin it. Ugh. Liz says, I think you read this entry, Kyle. I remember that. Guess what, though, Liz? I'm reading a list that was made fresh 13 hours ago. Okay? So what I'm assuming is that you are recollecting a similar sounding entry from another list that was of an identical nature. Because remember, and this is something that you guys are going to learn about Reddit, every question is wholly unoriginal. And it's a once in a blue moon thing. It's a let's turn into a werewolf night when we can actually find something that has not been asked before. But one thing you can rest assured is that when it is asked, it'll be asked plenty more times. One of my favorite things about Reddit is that the mods are gay as hell, boy. And they ban people if they go into the question that was asked, like before. Say like if they go into a previous list that ask the same question and they copy and paste the same answers from before because they know that that'll get a lot of upvotes, the mods will ban that person. But the mods do it all the time. The mods will go into those past posts and post the entry that they know will get a lot of upvotes. In a way, they are karma farming, and it is just sad. These are imaginary internet points that serve no purpose. Sometimes I see my own posts that have a shitload of upvotes, and I just go what I like to call negative karma farming, where I just go tell it like it is somewhere, or say something that people don't want to hear, and they just downvote my ass to oblivion. Oh, how can you say that? My whole life I fought and dealt with people like you. You're so mean. How can you say that? I'm gonna downvote you. I'm the same sometimes. I read something and it pisses me off so much, I'm like, I'm gonna downvote you. How you like that? You have 15,000 upvotes on this post, but what about my downvote? Yeah, I like that. Stupid. So yeah, no, this list is brand new. List is brand new, and I hope you like it. But this question's most certainly been asked before. You know. Ricky's like, I had a friend that was degrading the Black Lives Matter movement, and that was her response to me. I know I should expect someone to support me, or I know that I should not expect someone to support me, but you're my friend, so yeah, I dropped her ass, but I can't stop. Can't stop what? Dealing with her? Stop talking to these hoes. Stop talking to the dead weight in your lives. A lot of people should have made their colors blatantly apparent to you as it pertains to what's going down right now, because especially when it comes to certain women. And this is what I was loving that Chappelle was saying the other day, is that white women cannot shut the fuck up. Restraint is like the biggest fucking thing in the world. And a lot of men know how to exercise restraint, man. They know how to just shut the fuck up. Sometimes it ain't necessary for you to be the one to say something. A lot of women need to learn this lesson the hard way. And a lot of white women will never learn that lesson because they live luxurious lives where people will bend to them, you know? Some white women will get to run their mouths for the rest of their life, regardless of whether or not what they're saying makes sense, whether it's true, you know, whether anybody wants to hear that. They'll just learn to tune these Karen bitches out. And instead of slapping a Karen hoe, not just physically, but I mean like figuratively slapping this bitch so that she understands, like, you know, you're an idiot. You know, some of these hoes can be shown a video of themselves acting a fool. And even if they come to terms with the fact that they were being, absolutely insane, they have excuses for it. They will try to justify it. Oh, well, I was having a bad day. You know, I've seen women get into car accidents, and as they're being handcuffed, they're just like, oh, well, I was just having a bad day. You know what I mean? Imagine you kill somebody, you take their life, and this is about your bad day. Like I say, to some people, everybody else is just an extra in the movie that is their life. And it is wholly selfish. It's unbelievable. You don't believe that selfishness can exist the way that does. So some of us try to keep our heads down, think about some big titties, hope problems will sort themselves out. Hope some of this shit will just go away, because the law bends to these people's favor, and it's pretty sad. But that's the way that it goes. Bradley says, exactly. I don't get why they don't just follow up the clues and comprehend. Oh, yeah. Look, bro, I'm not an escape room type of dude either. I'm the type of guy that'll jump into an escape room if there's like money on the line or something like that. And at the end of the day, yes, everything can be turned into a sort of wager where it's like, oh, the first person to do this, we can get this money. But I don't want to gamble. I just want to get paid. You know what I'm talking about? So in the same way that I guess I'm looking at this whole, if I could get through this first, then I get paid. I'd rather just take a job. It's weird. It's weird. You know, I used to think about whether or not if I won the lottery, if I would just sit on my ass for the rest of my life, and I'm not sure I would. I think I want to work occasionally, but not, and not even like too hard too. Maybe that's the American dream, as Homer Simpson might put it. is to not do anything with your full ass, but your half ass. You know what I mean? Half your ass. But I don't want to become... Oh, Banana Cat is saying that a hippo moved off of their Animal Crossing island. Just looking at the Discord. Hey, yo, that's funny. Premortem said Karen killed somebody.
Sorry, I'm a Gemini.
That's really good, man. I should keep that. That's pretty good, man. It's true. That's the kind of irrelevant and ignorant and stupid shit that they will use to dismiss their abhorrent behavior. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What? Ricky, be real here. What were you expecting from this person specifically? Support in the verbal way? You know what I mean? To be honest, I'm a black man. I don't expect a damn thing from anybody. What I would hope for is for them to not embarrass themselves by saying something completely and wholly ignorant of the situation. That demonstrates that they are incapable of grasping the situation as a whole, or more so understanding my focus. I don't need white people to care. Do you know what I mean? I don't need that. I don't need white people to crusade for change on my behalf. But I would like for them to be understanding. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm a realistic motherfucker. I'm a man. So logic rules me and my mentalities. I don't need white people because, again, this shit don't affect them to jump up. I would like for them to see that this problem is bigger than race and that your fellow man has been stomped in a way that was brutal, excessive, and unfair. I don't want you reaching across the aisles to give me no fucking money for bail because I'm out here peacefully protesting and the cops are arresting. I want them to just understand. Do you get what I'm saying? That this is a right that we have and it has been violated, you know? When you see your reporters, when you see your old 70-year-old white men being pushed over and bleeding out of their ears and the cops just step over that motherfucker like a cold bitch. You know what I mean? I want you to see and understand that's what it's like for us every day. I want you to recognize, the reason we're upset isn't because of any one man, any one officer, any specific thing that happened, but because of how normal that this kind of shit is, because of how frequent it occurs, because of how typical it is for these officers to get away with it unless people make a huge stink about it. Because again, if this reaction didn't occur, those officers would still be walking free. And maybe that's not a big deal because it hasn't affected you yet. But the day that the police show up and burst into your home with no warrant, without making themselves fucking, apparent, without, declaring that they are law enforcement or any kind of authority, and then in the crossfire of you defending your own fucking home that you pay for with the work, the blood, the sweat, and the tears that you have invested, the years of your life that you have invested into being able to make that paper after wasting years of your life schooling, right? In that micro prison, so that you can just literally follow the fucking law, live in your fucking home, and the police burst in the crossfire and kill your fucking wife, yo boo, yo girl, that you just minding your own business and doing nothing with. What the fuck? Your girl is literally, a nurse, an EMT, a type of person that helps another person that, as a profession, that's what she does. It can happen to anybody. That's where we're coming from. And we would like that kind of understanding. What we don't want is somebody making a fool of themselves in a capacity where it's like, hey, man, well, I believe that all protesters are rioters and anybody who's out there deserves to be arrested because all lives matter. And it's just like you've demonstrated just how inept and lacking in awareness of what's really going on you are. It's not just stupidity, it's ignorance. And you're not worthy of discussion. You're not worthy of time. The tragedy is that there are many people as ignorant as you who only get their news from Fox, who will allow this racist man to just say whatever the hell he wants, and maybe you're a racist too, but what does that have to do with us? In the same way that, like, I'm not diving into your home to tell you how I feel about abortion or whether or not I'm vegan and shit like that. We don't need you right now, you know? So the fact that something's going on and you don't understand it, I think the best that we could hope for is that people shut the fuck up. I don't demand support. I don't need any, you know? I don't need anything. I just want them to not embarrass themselves, and even that's too much. Okay? So take it from a guy who loves to just watch the world burn in a capacity where it's like, all you'd have to do is shut up. But that's too hard. That's too hard. I have not seen 10 people of the white variety walk into a Popeyes and yell the N-word. I haven't seen 20 people. It's closer to 50, my nigga. I'm not sure what these white people think they got going on in the way of a force field. But when they all got their ass whooped, you know they was confused. You know they were Pikachu facing. And it's because they're stupid. You know what I mean? Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. But some of these people, dude, would do any and everything for fame. Dia and I were sitting and watching a documentary on a motherfucker named Shoe Nice, who is one of the earliest YouTubers. He used to sit around and just eat anything. He'd eat a whole roll of toilet paper. He'd down a bunch of glue. I wouldn't be surprised if this motherfucker chop up a literal shoe and ate it at some point, because whatever people would come and comment and be like, hey, you should do this, he would do that. Inevitably, they basically started going, hey, down this whole bottle of alcohol. And the dude already struggled with alcoholism. His mother died after abusing alcohol. He stumbled upon her dead body when he was young. And before you know it, this dude was abusing alcohol so fucking hard that he was literally just taking any and every amount of money that he had, like all of his funds, and wasting it on alcohol. Shoe Nice became homeless, you know, begging people for everything and anything. And that's that. That's that dude's life. That's that dude's life. I say that to say this. Some people lose themselves in what they would do or become for a moment of fame. Other people lose who they are and what they would become for a handful of coin. Whether they have a vice or an outlet or, you know, some specific drug or thing that they would invest that money in is irrelevant, because what they're doing it for is the exchange. This thing that they'll get in return. And I want everybody to understand, as far as accountability is concerned, we are as guilty for granting people that attention as they are for what they do to get it. 15 years ago, I'm in an Xbox lobby, and some boy jumps on the fucking mic and is like, nigger, I'm gonna fucking attach you to my car and drive down the street, blah, 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 blah. All after you've like outperformed his ass in whatever silly little video game y'all are playing. Y'all playing a video game, and this boy dick so small that he's sad and scared and he gonna say all of this bullshit. And it's like, now we can respond to that, or we could just mute this boy. One of my favorite things I used to say to everybody I would play against is, I'm not your parents, and it is not my obligation to grant you the attention that you so desperately seek. Find it on somebody else. Enjoy performing worse than I did just now. You know what I mean? May this insecurity follow you for the rest of your days. Everything that I see around me these days, it is so hurt. People are so triggered. I saw this like gif of a dude that was bouncing a basketball between his legs, and then he basically like threw the ball behind him and it went into the hoop, and he didn't even look back. It was like an explosion. Like, he was a bad motherfucker. He didn't even look back at it. He was just walking away like, yeah, I just did that. You know what I'm talking about? The dude ran up a wall, and you've seen somebody dribbling and they bounce the ball between their legs. The dude was running up a wall. He bounced the ball between his legs twice as he was walking up the wall, and then threw the thing behind him. Next fucking level. Sorry, I should be visual and show you what the fuck I'm talking about. Alright, let me make this smaller so y'all can see. When they posted this, nothing but people hating on this motherfucker in the way of going, I wonder how many takes it took him to do that. Because realistically, yeah, of course it was going to take multiple takes if he's not even looking back at where he's throwing the ball. But then people started posting it to other subreddits called like useless talents and all kind of shit like this. And all I could think was, how small is your dick where you see this impressive thing that somebody's done and all you want to do is try to like tear it down and hate on it, and you know, you see that and you're mad about it because you can't fucking do it. You know what I mean? Regardless of how many takes it's gonna take, you probably just straight up couldn't do it. Look at how far my dude is from the basket and watch this video.
Boom! My boy shining on his birthday!
On his birthday. So let me tell you something. Regardless of who you are or what you think, there's probably not a thing that you've recorded that's cooler than that. You know what I'm talking about? Them 10 seconds is one of the coolest things he's ever seen. But trust me when I say there's a white person watching that just wants to kill him because they mad like that. Because as True Silver Wolf says in stream chat, haters gonna hate. But you know what we gotta stop doing? We gotta stop giving haters attention, baby. You know? I don't even give people that I like attention. You know what I'm talking about? Because, you know, you gotta live your own life. God damn. Somebody reposted this shit in useless talents or something. I never even heard of this subreddit. I was like, wow. But that's the life some people are living, man. You can't give them attention like that. God damn. These people don't even understand. If you were to try to explain elements of shit going on in your world to these people, they would literally just be question marks. They ain't worth your time. They're from a different fucking galaxy. Just be stronger for their absence. And I believe in you. You can achieve a lot. Love you. Bing my bong. So number 6 on this list. A mate worked in an escape room, and he told me that some guy tried to smash a hole in the wall to go out because it was an Alcatraz themed room. Well, you know, I don't want to take any sides here, but if the goal is to escape, boy, and he gets out, you know, that's a pretty chaotic thing you just said, Kyle. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. If we're in an escape room and I fall to the ground and I'm like, having heart attack, I'm having a heart attack. And they open up the door and then I stand up and go, got him. How many seconds was that? You know what I'm talking about? Have I not escaped? Shit. Sorry. It's not cool. It's not funny. But, you know, yeah. If there's a goal, then, you know, shit, everything that you do to get there is just shit in between, baby. I got the fuck out. Did I not? Number 5. In the Netherlands, there is a prison escape room where everyone is a prisoner and you have to escape the prison. Okay. There are about 300 participants and 85 actors, most of whom are prison guards and some are prisoners. In an ancient prison. This doesn't sound safe, dude. One dude gonna ram against the wall and it's gonna cause a cave-in. Can you imagine dying? Do you laughing at that shit? That bitch is cold.
Can you just imagine dying?
Can you imagine dying? Oh, I'm dying. What the fuck? I'm done imagining that. I don't like that. All right, look. They have over... what the fuck? They have over 15 storylines, which you can follow, and there are other inmates who will lead these storylines and send you on quests. I'm guessing you meant on. Look, coming back to the question, at the very beginning they warned everyone that no physical contact is allowed because during the first time that people would actually treat each other, during the first time people would actually threaten each other to get money, and guards have been attacked. Also, they had to warn people that you weren't supposed to try climbing the 50-foot high prison wall. Shit, they put you inside the walls and they surprise you, act like a prisoner. The walls change you, baby. The walls, they change you. You see what I'm saying? People don't know. People ain't ready. It's not a fun game experience. Shit. They want to see what happens when the animal comes out. Are we not done with this? Hello to everybody in the stream chat. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. I hope things are making sense. I hope you're all living a hot, fancy, sexy, perky, and pointy-nippled experience. A special thanks to my patrons. The kitty's in the way. Don't let Patricia not be the boss. See what I did there? Because her name's Patricia Boss. Jesus. Special thanks to my sponsors. Look at you guys. That JPEG isn't where it's supposed to be. Bizarre. I can see right. Okay, there we go. There we go. I can see right over the top of that JPEG. I should get like a scrolling thing where with like people's names, like going from bottom to top. Just like you guys like it. Like I didn't know that. Oh my god. The number 3. Nope, number 4. I had a group of drunk guys go in and they ran through their allotted hints pretty quickly. They asked for another hint and we said over the speaker that they were out of hints. One of the guys threatened to start taking off his clothes until we gave another hint. Damn. This guy's playing hardballs. Every time I've gone to an escape room, they've asked us how detailed and or frequent do they want us to give hints, but never said that there is a limit on hints. My assumption would be that if some people need more hints than others, then fine. The only problem comes if the sort of place where they are offered free shit for fast times. In which case there can be conflicts with how many hints a team might be getting compared to what they can be given. Boring. You're killing me with this list. Number 3. I had a group come in and I noticed that they had been drinking a little bit, as you would be, dude. I don't know, man. I don't think there's anything weirder than a escape room sober. You know? If I were going in an escape room, I would want it to be with like a really colorful group of assholes. One guy who's like drunk, another guy who's on some sort of like psychedelic. Maybe mushrooms. Nothing too intense. Just some mushrooms. Another person who is like high. As a matter of fact, all of us should be high as a nice base. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of weed. And then one guy's drunk, one guy's psychedelically tripping, one girl's claustrophobic. So it's like a ticking clock. We want to get her out of there. You know? And she has really big titties. The girl has super big titties. So the idea is, whichever one of us is, I want to say, instrumental in progressing through the escape room fastest, will kind of get her blessing. You know what I mean? We'll get like points with her, and you know, maybe we'll get to see her. You know what I'm talking about, dear?
So I guess he'll be single when that happens.
God, let the hypothetical scenario take flight. You know, I don't even have a button for this one. Oh, wait, I do have a button. It's how you be on me in my life. You know what I'm talking about? You hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway, Beth says,
I'm late to the party. What's the definition of an escape room for this list? Escape from or escape to?
if you could see the look on my face. Fuck you mean escape to?
You can escape.
Jade just lolled on him. She's like,
What is happening?
happening in the
I
chat?
like Stripes. I like Stripes to sing.
Why does she say my time to shine? What's she talking about? Oh no, wait. What's she responding to? Claustrophobic? That'd be great. Oh man.
I'm also
I never thought it'd come in handy. I'm claustrophobic as fuck.
Oh man. Escape room versus safe room? That's a very different thing. Escape 2 equals man cave she shed. They're calling female man caves she sheds somewhere?
Yes.
I've never heard of that. Women, get your own fucking things. Ew.
Isn't like we're calling it the woman cave or some stupid shit like that? Yes, it's stupid.
I've been trying to not read into this cat in a box phenomenon, because kitty cats do love to literally be in boxes.
Yes.
But women like to put their pussy in a box, figuratively.
Oh.
They like to make it so that the men, they can't have the access to it. And as I, a strong incel man, have the calling to empower my brothers. That's right.
Ugh.
Beth says my office is my shed, my she shed. Hubby's invited too, though. I just don't like the sound of it, Beth. I don't like it. G. Van Arsdale says, he said, ew. My mom had a garage built and she calls, no. Oh, wow. It really sends a shiver down my spine. Guys, I had a group come in. I noticed they'd been drinking a little, but they seemed mostly fine. So I let them into the room and started the clock. They were just wandering around. At the half an hour mark, they were laying on the floor and rolling around. Damn, y'all are really on some shit. What if they went in there with the sole purpose of trying to freak out the person watching them? They win. Y'all win. Get the fuck out of here, please. This is scaring me. Roll. Okay, guys, please let me paint the picture of what I imagine. I just imagine rolling straight left to right until they're on one side and then they're on the other side, glass-eyed stare. Oh god, just creepy shit, dude. Creepy shit. Jade we are not brainstorming another name for a lady man cave, a lady lair. Well, man cave doesn't have the same first letter. It doesn't have a kind of nuance to
I like Lady Lair.
Lady lair sounds good, but it almost sounds better than man cave.
Yeah, I don't care. If anything, it really does sound better than man cave. We shall now henceforth call them Lady Lairs.
JD says JD lady says that she changes her mind almost immediately. So there's that. All of you can put your titties together and brainstorm at the end of the night, and then you guys can turn on whoever has the perkiest ones, because I know how you women work.
Get her out of here! Sacrifice her!
What?
Why? What do you mean?
Sacrifice? That's fucked up. Do y'all even have the tools or the altar to do that? My god, I can't just sacrifice out of nowhere. Anyway, they were rolling around on the ground, right? They didn't do any harm to the room. I don't remember if they even solved the puzzle, but when I let them out after an hour, they claimed it was fun. But they didn't really do anything? And did they remember it the next day? Did I remember anything the next day? Who am I? Stripe says Womb Wonderland. Now here's why I love Womb Wonderland, because it takes a shit on the transgender, Stripes. Was that your fucking purpose? Was that your objective, Stripes? Some of these MTF transgenders don't have have a womb, and they never will, okay? Why would you do it to him, Stripes? Did you have to do it to him?
He had to.
Icky Gabby said yes on him. Oh my god. Stunting on him, Stripes.
This is my womb wonderland. Sometimes I just don't even care about my egg. Just let it shrivel up and bleed on out. Yeah, feels good to be a woman,
said Stripes. Holy fuck, girls. Be less savage. As we continue up this list to number 2. Escape room enthusiast here. We spent far more time than I care to admit trying to figure out what the hell the numbers written on Sharpie on the underside of a rug in the middle of the room meant. So one sentence, huh? Turns out they were an inventory number from the thrift store that the designer bought the thing from, and nobody else had ever noticed it before. We still won, but that wasted a lot of our time. That's really funny. I like the idea of buying like prop bullshit for the inside of a room and not removing the tags. So people are reading inventory numbers and barcodes going, this must be a clue. Does anyone have a QR scanner on your phone? We're not supposed to use our phones. Hey, fuck that guy. I didn't even want him to come. Let's sacrifice her. Look at her big titties. So perky, that dumb bitch.
What do you mean sacrifice me? What a dumb joke.
Prepare the altar.
I like how they started off as a man, but they slowly changed into a
Just because my voice sounds like this doesn't mean I'm not a woman, as much of a woman as anyone here. Would you persecute me because I don't have a womb? I'm a woman, J.K. Rowling. I'm a woman. That's like her snake tongue.
The Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter.
Why?
Do you know where the entrance to the chamber is?
Okay. And then somehow the knife comes back. This is the knife from the sewers. Stephen King, why? Number 1. I interviewed for a job at an escape room. They told me that one of their standard instructions was you must tell every group not to stick things in electrical outlets because too many people did it. Now listen to me. You're never going to hear me say something that sounds as cruel on the surface as survival of the fittest. But people who are sticking things in an electrical outlet, they shouldn't be out amongst the general population. Let nature take its course. Let nature take its course. Perky Chelsea knows what I'm talking about. She's like,
I'm terrified.
you on the road with people like that. Dia showed me some tires today of some motherfucker that said they sprayed WD-40 on their tires, and it looked like the tires were rusting. Yo, you're sharing the road with people like that. Holy crap. Linda says, Kyle, what are you on right now? I'm depressingly sober right now. You know? And if we lived in a fucking world where everything was legal everywhere, all of you would be sending me the dopest of care packages that I would just be sampling for you all on mad review fucking videos going, looks like today we're trying some of that hibbledy-gibbledy kush. Now that's general haberdashery. I'd be saying shit like that. People would be like, my God, what's wrong with this guy? That would be now that's general haberdashery. Okay. Where did she get a tiger shirt?
The store. Oh.
Dia's little character in Animal Crossing literally is very, very cute. Oh boy. Iki says, my boyfriend paused his game and everything over your she shed rant. I don't like it. Why y'all trying to take stuff from us? Okay?
We didn't call it.
Women don't need a she shed. The whole house belongs to them. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm over it. There's nothing more to talk about here. Oh my God.
Care package.
Oh my God, Jade, you just care packaged on me? Oh my God, all over my face. Thank you so much, Jade.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Thank you all over. Oh
and
God.
you're even thankful. Thank you.
Clarify. I gotta cleanse myself in the waters of the Jade. Thank you. Wow. Jade, is she boss now? It's probably still Ricky. Let's check the boss. And then I click it, and then I say refresh. It's Jade! Well done, Jade. Wow. Jade is now the strain bouse in the heat of the night. Wow. Jade, you have to pick the GIF. The GIF. Also, you obliterated whatever the goal may have been. It's at 142.51 now. Intriguing. Maybe that's the code for you to guys to get out of the stream. Maybe it's the code to get out of your current gender, which I know some of you feel trapped in. Trapped behind the walls. I'm sorry, it's so dumb. It is so dumb. I really love watching old things and just thinking about what might not work these days because, of course, it'd be offensive to some group. You know, Apu is too offensive to stay on The Simpsons. For real? For real? I watch entire episodes where they just make fun of Italians. That's the whole shtick. They just roast the Italian people. As recently as last season, the whole episode is just at like the expense of Italian people. But I guess because they're white, at the end of the day, they can just roll over and take a joke. But other people can't. Damn. Icky says, you're right, but what about when we want to get away from the kids? Are you implying that you just want a room that you can shut the kids out of? Because here's the thing about a man cave, is that the man has the ability to, and decorate is the wrong word, but that's the way that I know the women will view it. It's a space that belongs to them. Do you know what I mean? So if that's what you regard a lady lair, if that's what you want to call it, as a space to get away from everybody else, by all means, that's the correct reason to erect a space such as that. But it's not necessary in that the man cave is a place where the dude calls the shots, whereas he probably can't get away with that in most places, especially when y'all have little bastards running around who are probably going to hurt themselves on things. And, you know, you got to kid proof the stuff and put everything in a lockbox or put it out of reach. And you can't even leave the Fabuloso fucking, cleaner, floor cleaner around because they'll drink it. It's so fruity looking. Can we talk about Fabuloso? I always want to bring that up on stream. Always. Fabuloso lost his damn mind. Why the hell does it need to look like that? Who decided? It'd be one thing if Fabuloso only came in one color and they're like, oh, nope, that's the color. Look at it. It comes in all of these fruity looking amazing colors.
Because they're all different. They all smell different. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think it's for parents who are done with these kids and want an excuse. They just want to get away with it. And they come in and they really put it on. Oh no. Oh no. What happened? This isn't Fabuloso at all. It wasn't a very Fabuloso evening, indeed. Not so Fabuloso. That should be my creepypasta. I don't even want to see what this is. I'm not sure President Trump understands that he may be sabotaging himself right now. And I think it's because he considers himself a sure thing, which is what happened to Hillary. Hillary regarded herself a sure thing, and look at how that happened. To the point where she was rubbing in bitches' faces. Quit your bullshit. Let me see this. I want to buy Game Boy Advance plus Pokemon Leaf Green. Is it still available? Yes, it's available. Can I send the code to you? Code? The code is prove you are real. Can I send the code to you? Sounds like you're going to use my phone number to try to get access to my account. In fact, I've seen this exact thing on Reddit where somebody was looking for a cat. Okay, check your phone inbox and send me the 6-digit code. the code. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to post this for like 5 karma. But really, he got 16,000 karma. And some people think karma are titties. They're not, guys. They're not, all right? So, is somebody gonna like help me train to fly like in Dragon Ball Z? That's what this whole channel was about. I got off the ground a little bit earlier with Jade. Thank you, Jade. You know, I'm trying to stay up there though. I'm trying to fly. There's an episode where Goku like teaches his son how to do it. Or is it Gohan? Shit, I don't remember. It's hard to remember. Ladies, keep putting the pussy in the box. Men, check your stocks. Get rich. Send me some fliff, alright? Send me some fliff. What I really want to know is if I'm going to be the reckless thing that some of you do with the inheritance that you received from somebody that you didn't know was stinking rich, that left you in the will, and you thought you just sucked all this time, but they liked you. This thing says, "This is so sickening." I'd like to see what it is. Give me 1 second. Oh my god! Wow, that sucks. Yo, whoa. Somebody has footage of this shit. Y'all don't want to know. Y'all don't want to know. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've had a fantastic day. An even better night. Send me things to read because I need things to upload to the channel on a daily basis that are not streams. Send me things to read, okay? Send it to the Snapchat, send it to the Twitter, CYAEL, or get into the Discord, and you'll be able to get notified when the stream is about to take place, because I know that my streaming schedule seems fairly erratic at times. Here's a link to the
Love
Discord.
you, Kyle Hart.
I love you too, Koopa Ling. Thank you again so much for the bowls. Every time that I'll scoop my soup, I'll think of you. Oh, wait. Did Linda... Well, actually, Jade is saying that they put the GIF in there. Let me look at that. Oh, wow, look at that. You think it's transparent, too. What's amusing is that it looks like we're going from a cat GIF to a dog GIF. So it's a pug. Let's make that big.
I want a wombland.
A wombland? I want to appreciate you for that 420 donation, though.
Smoke weed every day.
I don't know if he's making a play on the phrase woman with wombland, but Womb Wonderland does sound great. You know? Lady Lair and Womb Wonderland, guys. Those sound like the scariest types of rooms ever. Like an adult, really, like you see like a really girly room that's got like you know how some girls decorate their streaming area with like lights hanging and all kind of bullshit like this? Like I gave Dia enough stuffed animals to just throw in the back. I wonder if it would be like that, like a mountain of, like some girls use way too many pillows on, you know, couches or beds to where it's like a real production when you just want to sit down or lay down because you got to move all that bullshit. Is that what's going on in there? We'll see. You guys are really going to destroy the internet with that later. The womb room. That's nice. That has a ring. The womb room. The womb room. I think the girls would hate that though. Lady Lair sounds dope, but the womb room?
So what, it has to be womb related? That's like making your room about dicks. The Dick Dungeon, how does that sound?
Sounds pretty cool. I'm renaming this. I gotta go get some pieces of wood and then carve that in there and give it a nice finish. I'll see you later.
Don't you put that up in the fucking house.
Dick Dungeon, you gave it to me. What's wrong with it? You suggested this. The ball, wait. God, what's the name for a room? Fuck. Let's look it up. Let's look up room synonyms. Room synonyms. Space, free space. Headroom, like room. No. Come on. You know, I want something that starts with a G. So, or even starts with a J, so that we can use genital for the first word. Genital. Come on. The coochie. No. Dog mom, why? It's the first thing you've said. Dog mom, no. Coochie cave. Yo. I remember hearing coochie in some rap songs when I was young. And I thought that was the most vile word in existence. No. The genital grotto. I guess it would need to be a J word. Because... Bruh. Okay, look, Irish, we have jumped the shark here. We've gone too far. We gotta rein this in. We've gone too far. I do want to show you something interesting before I go, but you know the whole internet's been compromised. Pussy pass denied. Yeah. Let's see what's going on there. Is this going to become my new incel favorite subreddit? Because I'm the incel, not because who cheats more, guys and girls, and then the girls got the more likes. Jesus Christ. Imagine knowing a guy that can solve all your financial problems without asking for, what is that supposed to say, sex? And then it scrolls down and somebody says his name is employment. Oh my God. You get fucked in. Oh my God. Hammer and Becky gets what's coming to her? Do we want to see something like that? Ooh. And it's a YouTube video. We just found ourselves a stop motion GIF because we ain't looking at this the way that it's intended. Before YouTube come from my ass. So this bitch out here hammering something. Wow, she knocking over the trash cans. My God. Who is this? Has somebody else come into the fray? Player 2 has entered the battle. Now it seems like there's a scuffle going on. Oh my God, it tried to play on my bedroom TV. You better not. You better not load up no stupid app on my TV I don't use. This is killing me. Man confronts woman who parked in a disabled spot. Song as old as time, man. Woman who falsely accuses man of struggle snuggle gets immediate jail time. If that ain't the face.
You know, he put himself in me and I didn't ask for it. You see these eyebrows I drew on? I'm not lying.
Oh my God. For every woman that gets found out, you gotta be pretty sloppy to get found out, man. So many women getting away with exactly that. They making up crazy stories too.
It was 10 of them and 3 of them was wearing a mascot uniform and one of them was doing a Mickey Mouse impression.
I'll whip that out for you right now. Hold on.
Oh! Oh, bend over, bitch! Oh! Oh! I was so scared.
I don't want to hear that.
I kept telling him I didn't have any cheese, because you know he's a mouse, right? I didn't have any cheese, I'd say to him, and he'd say, oh, I'm gonna absorb all of the fucking media.
Some bullshit like that. You know what evil bullshit Mickey Mouse be saying? He's gonna absorb all the media, Mickey Mouse? Okay. Is this the time to be saying that? Maybe that's what gets him up. That's what gets Mickey up, is knowing that he's gonna own everything, man. They told me I could never own The Simpsons. They were wrong. Rest in peace. It's Modern Warfare. They almost got me. I'm so sorry. No. End the stream before you start. Is there nothing going on? Hannibal Buress got arrested in Miami in 2017 and is going to release a comedy special on YouTube for free. You know, I didn't know he got arrested. But it's a rite of passage for all black men.
So that answers why he wasn't able to be part of his movie thing.
Not really. When you got money, you can get bailed out fairly quickly. Even if you don't, if your relatives have money, they're willing to, make some things happen for you. It's when, like, the charges against you are something that, maybe the state takes seriously, then you got to ride this out until it reaches its conclusion before they really let you live in any frightening capacity, which is kind of fucked up. But usually money can solve all of those problems, which is unfortunate, but that's how it go. I hate these designs. They're so, like, samey. I mean, I respect what they have going on. Yo, I don't think I have a space shuttle down anymore. I need to assess that. Wow, they wasted a lot of floor patterns making a basketball fucking court. And it looks nice, but imagine wasting all those custom designs. Because it can't just be flipped, you know what I mean? It has to be its own design going the opposite direction. Oh dear. It's a nice little outdoor area, I guess. Sometimes I wonder how much change I'd need to establish on my island to have what feels like actual fields. Look how we got all his rocks in this one area around here. Sorry, you're talking about Animal Crossing, you nerd. Were Morbius and Blade in the game when I stopped playing? I'm not sure. Why is this Batman not safe for work? Can we go into the comments of this black guy dribbling? Remember earlier I told you that people were really flexing that little dick energy with this guy? Once through the legs, twice through the legs. Just wing it back all the way.
Boom! My boy's shining on his birthday!
Okay.
Get it!
Okay. So the top comment, of course, is somebody saying what attempt it is. It's dope, it's impressive. But what we want to do is go all the way down to, I don't know, maybe the most controversial comments down here, you know what I'm saying? I want to see the comments that got deleted and shit. And they're not here. How interesting. But what if I were to try to retrieve some deleted comments in here? That's gonna be fucked up. You're asking for trouble now, Kyle. Let's see. Staged black people gifts. Damn. How is this staged? You know what I mean? It's not a made up scenario. The dude just threw a ball in a hoop. Somebody else says, why is it that when someone does something awesome, I'm immediately annoyed and hate them when they act like a total badass and hard? Like this was awesome, but the moment they gave that smug, arrogant look, I immediately disliked them. Smug, arrogant look, bro. Damn. Get fucking therapy, my nigga. Somebody said, not everybody is 12 like you. and wants to see someone lose their mind for doing something cool. Oh, shit. Well, that's like reverse racism right there. Oh no, it's the next Marvel superhero, Black Ball. His name has black in it and a drug reference, so I'm sure Marvel will approve. What are we reading, dude? What is the internet, dude? Who are these people? You know what I mean? A lot of these got removed too fast to be Whoa! You know? Okay. Let me see what's going on with some of these, man. Come on. You're saying all of them got removed too fast. Come on. Man, that's all the deleted ones. I wonder if Reddit has new ways to permanently scrub certain comments. Cause I was so excited. I was so excited to see what was up. Oh my god, my belly. Look, didn't I take out chicken like a jackass? As usual. Why are so many of these from 4 months ago? Comedy necromancy. I just met you and this is crazy, but you're a white guy who attributes his wealth to hard work instead of privilege. Hey, I just met you and I think you're crazy. You play the victim, but you're just lazy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Why does 2016 look like 3 decades ago because of the Twitter interface being different? Do you think people resisted the new Twitter interface and now we can't even remember a time before it? And when we see these screen grabs, we're like, my word. Guys, I love you. Have a wonderful night. Get at me, get a hold of me, get in the Discord, you know, lose your minds. The links are in the description. Do whatever you feel is right. Why would you do that to her? What's going on in this video?
Economy based on wind.
No, don't talk about wind. You don't know anything about wind.
Yet I know wind.
Okay, some idiot is doing his bit for TikTok. I didn't know TikTok did horizontal videos, but I guess we know now, huh? Love ya. See you guys soon. Take the time to give yourself the love you deserve. Special thanks to Jade tonight. And I do want you all to know, Nookaling, I love you. I want you all to know that you're worthy, you're special. Give it another day, man. I know you're walking that tightrope. You're just like, I'm sick of it. We're all sick of it, man. We gotta do what we need to do for the children we don't have, you know? Thank you, Guy Fieri's waifu. Thank you, Koopaling. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Like the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I should play a game for you guys later. I'll check it out. See you later. Send me things to read. Send me things to read as off-stream things.